Question.
I just needed a little humor because it was getting real hot in here. So, a real question. So, is it insecure of a man not to like or want you to dress sexy in order for you to be his wife?
Dress sexy.
Dress.
So okay.
Dress
I gotta.
sexy.
Is it insecure if a man is saying, "Hey, listen, I don't really want you going out the house wearing that"? Do you think that's insecure, or could it be protective?
What's sexy?
What I got on, like what I got on right now.
Oh, let me. I gotta get a good look at you. Let me see. Where your shirt at? Is the camera? Put the camera back. Where your shirt at?
Ain't nothing under there but titty tape, dog.
Look. Where your shirt at? Turn toward the camera a little bit.
Ain't nothing under there but titty tape, my boy.
Okay. All right. So we gonna use. Okay. Hold on. First of all. Okay. I see you. Hey, I was unfamiliar.
Swiper, no swiping. Hey, the nigga looked up like, oh wait.
I'm like, okay, all right. So we gonna use that as a barometer. Kitty, what do you think?
You know, no disrespect to you when I say
None
this.
taken.
Okay. I think that sometimes some of y'all women really don't understand how territorial men are. That's biologically how they are. It's different if you were covered up, but baby, you got titty tape on. So yes, of course, a man who knows how men are going to look at you, knowing that there's going to be men who are going to be predators or going to pursue you, he's right for saying that. That's not meaning that he's insecure. He's territorial. That's a man's nature, and that's absolutely okay. It's your responsibility as his woman to understand his nature and to also have boundaries with yourself, knowing what you are exposing yourself to. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be quick. I'm so glad I can have conversations with my husband because I asked him, we had a deep conversation. I said, what is it about women that will make you not wife her? And the first thing he said, the way she presents herself. That's coming from a man. Men will tell you that if you dress provocative, they're going to see you as an object. If you dress sexual, they're going to see you as an object. Stop calling men insecure. That is their God-given right to say, I don't want my woman to present herself out here because not only is she a representation of me, she's a representation of herself. I need to see how you see yourself. I know we always talk about women's empowerment. Dressing like that is not women's empowerment, baby. You can try it all day long. There's nothing empowering about that.
Okay, so you first. I feel empowered because when I was walking back, I had looked at the projector. Now, so I guess my question is, all right, I hear what you're saying, especially at a certain level in a relationship, but there is a certain period where she isn't committed to nobody. She's maybe actively dating, and this attracts me.
I think it attracts you sexually.
Let me see.
She is crazy.
Educated.
I think you gotta, in my opinion, sweetheart, my name is Mike, I'm a Scorpio, okay?
Scorpio, 11-11.
It's just everybody's just shooting and shit. No,
Scorpio,
but no, I think everybody on here is right. What I think people gotta do is find a village in this sort of way. Like, I'm not going front. Like, I've had the pleasure of experiencing a baddie or two. And it was bad when I linked them, and it was bad while I had them, and it was bad after. And I'm not in a position where I want to turn my woman down because she's mine. Like, if I met you and this is what you was on and you're confident in it, then I'm just going to let you run your movie. And now, if you do run across this, like, the biggest mistake we can make is removing jewels from our own crown to make them easier for other people to carry. Now, if you stand on your womanhood in a way that says this is who I am, and you're confident in it, the only thing I do want to encourage you to do is just to be safe. You know, there's a difference between wearing it at 2:30 in the morning by yourself. You ain't got your gang of girlfriends, and you putting yourself in harm's way. But if that's the body God gave you, and you love it, and you especially if you was like this before you met that man, find a man that is able to deal with it. Because it's all about the non-negotiables. That's how you eliminate the interested from the eligible, is how they handle your non-negotiables.
And
So stand on it.
I think it depends on the woman, right? I think it depends on what is your preference. Like, for example, I like a man who tells me, baby, that's too sexy. You're not wearing that. But I'm a hybrid, right? I'm alpha submissive. And I grew up with a father who's been in my life, and my father was from the streets, and he was very, very much on me. And he would say, you're not wearing that. Take that off. That's inappropriate. And so because that was my norm, when I am in a relationship and my man happens to say, that's too much, that's too sexy, that is a protector. That's someone being territorial of me saying, you mines. And I like a man who loves me like this and says, you mines, not like that. So it's preference. If that's something you feel activates empowerment in you and you like that protective covering, I say you partner up with that. But if it's something for you that makes you feel like you're dummying down, then I say, nah, do it. A woman like me likes it. I'm like, oh, it's too sexy, no problem, daddy. But it depends on what you like.
That's all I'm saying. Like, I want someone who, like, if you don't like it, I don't have a problem with submitting. You know, but I feel like in your mid-30s, it is hard to date. Because when you're educated, you're black, you're smart, and you know how to submit, they like, where you coming from? You're an alien.
Well,
I submit, but like when you tell me I'm doing too much, like how? Like I'm loyal by default.
Y'all got.
By default.
I'm gonna give advice.
Hold on one second.
I'm gonna give advice to all the lovers out there. So I want you to be very conscious, right? If you got a man and he put on Facebook saying single as his status, you would not appreciate it. I want you to understand that when you go outside looking a certain way, there's a sign over your head that says available, right? You know a store is open because that sign is lit up in the window. All your man is asking you is, baby, I need you to close that sign a little bit for me because you are not for sale. You are mine. You understand what I'm saying? You would feel the same way if he was going out selling something that was unavailable to this world. So I just want to let you know, it's out of respect for your man. You listen to those words, not out of insecurity.
We good?
Is that when you get a man?
Hold on.
That's when you have one.
Fontaine?
You dress how you want, single, baby.
I think I might have to be the only one to double down with Mike, man. Like I'm not one to think that women's empowerment equals a certain thing. Shit, I'm a man. I only got so much business speaking on you know what I'm saying, what empowers a woman. But what I will say is this. I'll speak to the fellas instead. Fellas, if you don't want the woman with her titties out, don't fuck with her. If you don't want shorty that be in the club, that know all the promoters and shit and be having the bottle, don't fuck with her. What I mean, fam, is this a woman out there who present herself in such a way that you'll be attracted off the rip. Like you'll see her and be like, okay, that's the one, not, man, if she closed her blouse up just a little bit and maybe stopped wearing heels in the club, even though I'm in the club looking at her and I'm attracted and it's the reason I'm about to shoot my shot. Like, bro, all I'm saying is, fellas, we got to stop being goofy. Because often, like, we let the lady say, oh, you can't change no man, you can't raise no man. Nigga, you can't change none of these bras neither. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, dog. Like, not forcefully. Who you are may open up space and show her something different and make her change herself. But nigga, you ain't finna be out here changing no woman. You not insecure for asking a woman who be having her titties out to put them up. You goofy. You're goofy. And it's we got to start drawing lines. Every time a man got complaints or some shit like that, it's not insecurity. Some of y'all niggas just dumb, bruh. You asking women who been in the club every weekend for the past 4 years to be something different. My nigga, that's a little dumb, don't you think? Whole time it's women who be at the crib, who be at Target, who be at the fabric store, covered up, still just as conservative as you want, but you don't be there, nigga. You asking a woman to conform to a set of standards that you don't know shit about. Matter of fact, while she at the crib covered up, your ass still fitting to be in the club. Nigga, quit playing. All I'm saying is, like, fellas, I get that, like, the ladies got their things, they got their gripes, they got their shit that they be fucking up with, whatever, what have you, but we not tight enough to call them on certain shit, you feel me? and how they dress, all that. Nigga, we gotta check the predatory thinking and ways within our circles before we start talking about how women dress, G. Because it's way too many of us that look at women as objects regardless of what the fuck they got on. And you don't check that shit with your man. But you want to check a woman, you feel me? Like, so what I'm saying is if you're going to abide by that standard, cool, cut. Like, you got that. But stand on that with everybody around you, not just the women. Especially because you ain't even trying to pursue most of them like that. You be up here passing judgment on women you wouldn't wife, can't wife, or don't want to wife. You feel me? So let's tighten up if they gonna tighten up. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this question. Would you be cool with your man going outside with the no draws, gray sweatpant combo?
He got the
With
dick
the
tape
print.
on.
Yes or no? He got the dick tape to make it go to his left thigh.
It's on the side.
Are you okay with that? Put it in the mic. Are you okay with it? It's hard to admit when somebody leave you, like, well, fuck. It ain't like I married her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something you got to take on the chin. You got to be like, well, damn, if I really wanted her that bad, maybe I would have stepped up to the plate. Now, it's not saying that maybe you never would have or you wouldn't have got to that point, but the fact of the matter is, we didn't. And that person got free ass will. Even if we was married, they do. But if we didn't even get to that step, man, I really can't even be mad if somebody decide they want to do something for their life to better their life, and that's their choice.
My name is Samaya. I'm the owner of Sexual Essentials and the host of Not Just Another Sex podcast.
Period. Okay, what's your name? Where you from? What you do?
Trill AC, man, 1/4 of the Cruise Season podcast, the best podcast in the world.
Turn
Salute
up.
to the game, you know what I'm saying? That's it, that's all, man. Appreciate y'all coming out and supporting, man. Salute to this.
All right, let's get into it. All right, I got a question. All right, a man and a woman is in a relationship. They're getting dressed for a night out, and a man feels like what his woman has on is inappropriate, and he wants her to change. She feel like the outfit cool, though. What happens next? Uh-oh. Samaya, what happens next?
Oh, damn, it's hot in here. It's hot in here. In all seriousness, if we're in a relationship, we done took some time to get in this relationship. You already know how I am. You already know my style. You've already shown that you trust my judgment. So if you tell me that you don't like what I'm wearing, I absolutely want to know more. I want to know why. Like, what's going on? Tell me about it. And I'm hearing that. Now, if that makes me change my mind about what I have on about my body, then I'll do so because you might be right. But also, if we disagree, I don't want to be disrespecting you as long as I still have the final say so though about my body.
Do you think that if you still wore something that he was uncomfortable with, you don't think that would be disrespectful?
I don't think that anything that I do with my body, with the person that chooses to consent to being in a relationship with me, because we're not talking about on a first date. We're talking about we're in a relationship. So we've been dating. You've already seen my style. You see how I dress. I'm not coming out with something totally different. I'm being the same woman that I've been. So I want to know what's uncomfortable. Is it uncomfortable because you like, we about to be walking 40 blocks and you in high heels? That's what, you could not like my outfit for that. You could not like my outfit because you like, baby, I know you wore that last year, but you was a different size last year, and I just don't think, I want to know, like, do you think that I'm going to be embarrassed when I look back at the pictures and be like, why you ain't tell me I look like that? Or is it because you might have to use, like, you feel like I might have to use them hands, I don't want nobody trying you? I just want to know more about why you don't like it. But I don't want to be assumed as disrespectful because I disagree or if I have questions when ultimately this is my body.
Do you agree or disagree? Do you think it's would it be, in your opinion, disrespectful if you went to your lady and said, hey, listen, this makes me feel uncomfortable. I would rather you not wear it. And she said, cool, but I'm going to wear it anyway.
Definitely. I think it's disrespectful for, ironically, one of the reasons you gave, right? We are familiar with each other, right? And 99.9% of the time, I let you rock because I know who you are. But if I come to you and I lay out, hey, baby, that's not it. That's not appropriate for where we're going. Again, because we in charge of having foresight, right? So we got to account for everything that's going to be going on while we at this place. I got to account for not only how you moving, but how I'm moving and make sure that we protect and make sure we get back home in one piece. If I'm your man and you trust my leadership, which you should if we're in a relationship, then you should know that I'm telling you that for a reason. So you need to put a little more weight on that considering my familiarity with you. That's all I'm saying.
I think all of that is valid. Like, I agree with all of that.
Okay.
That's the thing, though.
So let me make this a little bit less ambiguous. Do you think your partner has veto power over what you wear? I'm asking a question. Let me ask my goddamn question. Do you think your partner has veto power? Like, no, let's expound on it. To your point, you said, hey, listen, 99.9% of the time I let you rock. We've been in a relationship for 5 years. I ain't never had one thing to say about what you were wearing. Not one. This particular time, for whatever the reason may be, I have an issue with it. You don't think that person has earned the right to veto, even if you feel like that what you wearing is fine?
I don't see anything wrong with anybody having any type of feelings. Whether it's I'm uncomfortable, I'm jealous, I'm this, I'm that. I think all those things are valid because they tell you something. As long as you're not a jealous person, as long as you're not an angry person, as long as you're not however you feel, it's valid and I believe you. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna say no, it's my body every single time. You may be like, say something that I'm like, damn, you hella right. Or like, honestly, I wasn't sure about it either, but like that helps. It doesn't mean no, but no matter what, even if I agree with you, that was because it was my choice. I have to be able to think with myself. And because you are the leader that I know you are, you picked a woman who you know has the capacity to make decisions for herself and they happen to be in alignment with what you're already okay with.
Okay, whoa. Okay, so you pick me.
We're not in these situations.
You pick me. We've been rocking.
You a lucky guy.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we going out, and I decide to throw on the sweats with no drawers on. I got the shit.
What color is sweats? Tell us all the information.
The gray sweats. I got the motherfucker.
Sweats.
The motherfucker
The
doing.
gray sweats.
Now, my question is it an unfair argument to have? Because women tend to have less problems with what men wear because we typically don't wear revealing things outside. So is it almost like a unfair
double-edged sword?
Yeah.
I don't think that what's attractive to other women on men is the same. But at the end of the day, like, y'all might not be revealing, but we know what other women like. When you wear that V-neck and that chain shit, you know what I'm saying? You know that little dangle shit. You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all have on the matching sets and the shorts come up to here, you might not be showing everything, but I know what the hoes gonna think. But at the end of the day, I know my nigga lit. Like I know he is what he is. And I like the attention. I like the attention that one, you deserve it. You need to know like that they find and everything else. But at the end of the day, if I'm cool with how you move, which is every now and then you a little spicy, then I'm like, I just feel like it's gonna create some, hey, I'm feeling kind of jealous that you going out there looking like that and I ain't getting none. So now I'm using it. I don't wanna punish you for you being fine as fuck.
Okay, hold on. Let's keep the jealous part. But ladies, have your nigga ever tried to go out the house with a fresh cut? Where the fuck you going? Where the fuck you going with that taper, nigga? Hey, babe, come here. The fuck you doing? You put his hair back so he ain't as fresh and shit. Like, give me your hair, nigga. All right.
You gotta give him a little extra attention during those times. That's when you like, why we keep having sex this week, babe? Because you see what you look like this week, babe?
Man, damn.
I'm just saying, like, everything don't have to be a bad thing. How can you use it as foreplay in the relationship? Like, why are you intimidated by your nigga being fine when you wanted him?
Now, let me ask you this question. I know we speaking to maybe men that think like you, maybe men that think like me, or the men in the room where if we have a problem with somebody's, what they're wearing, it may be coming from a rational place. It may be a real fear or embarrassment. Like, for example, I have never did that with my lady, but we were in Dubai and it's a different culture there, right? So she was wearing something that it wasn't that I felt like it was inappropriate to wear in the general sense. It's just where we were, I was just afraid because I didn't know if this was something that could be against a law or whatever, and I didn't want anything to happen to her, right?
Valid.
Ultimately, I looked on Google and they said as long as we stay in the touristy place, we gonna be cool. So I just sucked it up. Now, my question is though, are there a segment of men that have a problem with somebody wearing something out of jealousy?
Yes.
And if jealousy or insecurity is the reason why that is a thing, is it fair for him to make that put that woman in a position like that?
I would say no, and I think it goes back to what she said about you knowing your woman. See, a lot of men got a bad habit of going out there and getting a woman who's super attractive. And when he met her, she was wearing all that revealing stuff that he now has an issue with, right? That's not fair, right? When you meet that woman, however she is, and when you sign up for that relationship, that's what you're signing up for. You can't sign up for a woman who likes to wear revealing clothes or whatever the case may be, and then you get in a relationship and like, nah, I want you in a turtleneck and bell bottoms. It don't work like that. You see what I'm saying? You got to be fair on that end, or let that woman go be with a man who's secure enough to have her.
Woo!
It's one of the two.
Have you ever been in a relationship with an insecure man?
Yes, but I didn't know I was. Like, I think that a lot of people, it boosts their ego and things like that. But then slowly but surely, whatever type of attention is garnishing, you have no idea what it's going to go into. They may be cool with like some dudes being okay with it at the bar, but then my career starts to grow. So now I'm not sure if you're jealous of my clothes or my career. But either way, I'm not going to choose with you. Ultimately, people have the right to be jealous. Where they are is where they are. Yeah. But my boundaries are my responsibility. So if you're on me to the point where I'm having to second guess what I put on when I know that I'm okay with how I feel, I'm feeling great, then that's for me to say, hey, wherever you are with this, I'm not in that space. So either you're going to have to work on that, but I have to enforce that boundary to say that you're doing too much for me. That's unenjoyable for me. Why am I not enjoying getting dressed when you should be like, damn, come here before you leave? Like, that's what it should be.
You know what? Deep. God, you know what? You right, but I had work today and I'm a little tired. Why y'all want dick all the time? I mean, damn, can you give me a warning? Like, I need a warning. Hey, have that dick ready when I get home. Cool. But I'm watching the game. I just had a beer. I had some food. I'm tired. What? Fellas, you ever gave the dick up when you didn't want to? All the time, right?
Not you violating your own consent. Why you violating your own consent?
First of all, okay, all right. We gonna talk about this just for briefly. I get that from a woman's perspective, right? Like, because I feel like hearing no from your lady is normalized. What if she say, give me this dick, and you say, nah, I got a headache.
I'm sleepy.
It's just not, who else you fucking?
There we go, it's consequence.
Who the fuck else are you fucking? Come here. Like you get, like, be for real. A man get